thank every one of you for coming today. It is great being here in Tulsa with all of you. You know, as I was listening to Kay, I was thinking about all those years I practiced law and taught law in Arkansas. Not too far from here, by the way. I started off at the University of Arkansas teaching law, running a legal aid clinic, providing legal services for poor people, for prisoners, for others who couldn't get equal access to the law. I practiced law in Little Rock for a bunch of years, did some trials around the state where I often was the only woman in the room. That was sometimes considered, Kay, a kind of entertainment. And I remember one day I was up in Batesville, Arkansas, trying a case. And we were on, I think, about the second day, as I recall. And right after the lunch break, the doors open up, and a bunch of guys in camouflage walk in. Now, those were the days when you didn't pay any attention to seeing folks in camouflage during deer hunting season. You didn't pay any attention at all. They'd come in for supplies, and they'd heard there was a lady lawyer over at the courthouse. So before they went back to the woods, they thought they'd just drop in. You know, we didn't have like reality TV or anything like that. And so there they sat in the front row of that courtroom, just shaking their heads because there I was, the lady lawyer. I went up, said hello to them. They just kept shaking their heads. But it was a great experience living all those wonderful years in Arkansas, right next door to all of you. Having a chance to just travel that state, learn a lot about what was on people's minds. Of course, that's what I'm trying to do in this presidential campaign. You see, I actually think you learn something when you listen to what people have to tell you. And so I've been listening to, you know, the hopes and worries of folks across our country. Because I want to be the president not only for all those great big issues, those threats, those dangers and opportunities that you see in the headlines. I want to be the president who also helps you tackle those problems that keep you up at night, that you talk about around the kitchen table and wonder how you're going to make ends meet. I think we need a president who does both. And I'm going to be there for you. Now, we have a lot of talk in this campaign. Lots of it. Yeah. I love this interactive audience. Of course, I know that you don't get many Democratic candidates running for president. That's one of the reasons I'm so happy to be here. I want you to know I'm going to be your president too. Just run through some of the issues that are on your minds and that I'm dealing with. We got big economic challenges, don't we? We got to make sure our economy works for everybody again. And most importantly, we've got to get incomes rising again so hard-working Oklahomans and Americans can see a better economic future. We've got security challenges. We have to take on this adversary, this terrorist network known as ISIS. I'm the only candidate who's actually been outlining a specific plan as to what I would do to defeat them. You know, the others, they talk a lot. They throw out, you know, all of these approaches. But I've been in in the Situation Room in the White House, and I know what it's going to take, and I will keep America safe. We have to lead the world, and we're going to do just that. Here at home and across the globe, meeting all of the challenges that are important to us as Americans, and we're going to defend our values and our rights. And we're going to make sure that what you hear coming from these Republican candidates for president to strip away people's civil rights, women's